morning. Thank you so much for joining me on the midweek edition of Business Morning. We're live to you on Channels Television, your home for the news. I'm Harriet Agbenyi. Let's start the show. Nigeria's much-awaited economic recovery and growth plan has finally been released and is expected to run for 3 years. At least that's a short term. The Ministry of Budget and Planning, which released the document, says under the plan, the federal government envisages that by 2020, Nigeria would have made significant progress towards achieving structural economic change with a more diversified and inclusive economy. The plan is premised on 5 main pillars. 1, tackling constraints to growth, leveraging the power of the private sector, promoting national cohesion and social inclusion, allowing markets to function, and of course, upholding core values. Well, today is International Women's Day, celebrating the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women. The day also marks a call to action for celebrating gender parity with a global theme, Be Bold for Change. While Channels Television, in collaboration with the British High Commission Abuja, will hold a high-impact discussion on women in leadership, with women making an impact across various spheres of the economy. Don't forget to use the hashtag Be Bold for Change to be part of this. Now, in the final 24 hours to the temporal closure of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, activities at the Kaduna Airport have reached an almost feverish pitch as contractors work towards making the airport ready for passengers and airline traffic, which has been diverted from Abuja. You also want to follow this development story on Channels Television. Just go to our website, channelstv.com. And then there are also reports that 3 commercial banks may take over one of Nigeria's telecoms operator, Etisalat. We're keeping track of this developing story as well. But let's quickly take a look at where the markets finished off on the second day of the week. We're starting with the equities market, and for the first time in almost 6 months, the market rallied very strongly on the back of gains recorded by industrial, banking as well as consumer goods. So taking a look at yesterday's closing numbers, the all-share index is up 2.23% to about 129.27, with a market capitalization of 8.69 trillion naira. As I already pointed out, the industrial goods sector actually contributed to the boost recorded on Tuesday, largely as a result of renewed interest in Dangote cement. That equity notched up 4.92% at the end of trade on Tuesday. Market breadth also improved as we also saw total volume jumping by 68.04% to finish at 215.36 million shares valued at 2.59 billion naira, with deals coming in at 3,692, and most analysts are expecting this gain to persist in today's session. Of course, we'll be talking much later to an investment analyst, Erumonsele Aziba, who is with AfroInvest. He'll be talking to us about how this newly released National Economic Growth Plan, Recovery Plan, will actually be impacting on the market, if it will have any significant impact on the market. Well, Erumonsele will join me much later on the program to talk about this. But let's take a look at other segments of the market we track here on the program. Talking about the fixed income segment of the market. Now, for Tuesday, notice that investors at the Treasury bills segment of the market were largely bullish, with average yield falling by about 13 basis points. But taking a look at the total number from the FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange with regards to those traded, the 28 benchmark, we saw total number of deals coming in at 1,207 with a value of about 323.09 billion naira recorded. For the FGN bonds, notice that also that space closed positive, with average yield dropping about 13 basis points. And of the 7 benchmark FGN bonds traded on the FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange, these are the top 4. The bonds maturing on the 18th of July 2034, 18th of March 2036, 14th of March 2024, and 22nd of January 2026. These were the top 4, as I already mentioned. And total number of deals came in at 113 with a value of 11.30 billion naira.